What's up, y'all? Jared Sandler with you. Rangers, Blue Jays beginning a 3-game series tonight. Pre-game at 5:30. First pitch just past 6 on 105.3 The Fan and the Rangers Radio Network. All right, let's get to tonight's game. Ariel Jurado on the mound for the Rangers. I got some numbers below the screen I'm going to quickly peek at that will help detail the peaks and valleys of Ariel Jurado's season. He got off to a really good start, then hit a rough stretch starting in mid-June through the end of July, and then his last start against Cleveland was really good. He allowed 2 runs over 7 innings. So it's all about the two-seam fastball for Jurado. Some people identify it as a two-seamer, other people as a sinker. It's a sinking fastball. It's a pitch that is intended to get a lot of ground balls. And early on this season, that's exactly what that pitch was doing. So through June 11th, the first 14 games for Jurado, 5 of which were starts. Some of those 9 relief appearances were relief appearances, but he was a bulk pitcher, a headliner, whatever, after an opener. He had a ground ball rate overall of 53%. And with the two-seamer specifically, it was at 65%. How did he do during that stretch? He had an ERA just a touch above 3. And opponents were batting just .253 against him. All right, so then June 11th happens. All right, that's the last of that good stretch for Jurado. Now, June 16th is his next outing. June 16th through the end of July. ERA near 7. Opponents were hitting over 300 against him with an OPS of around 900 against him. Not good. Not a surprise. The ground balls weren't flowing. The ground ball rate overall, less than 38%. That's a drop of 15%. And with the two-seamer specifically, 47%. That's a drop of nearly 20%. So then it's not a surprise that in Jurado's last start, in which he allowed 2 runs over 7 innings, scattering 3 hits, he got ground balls again. 72% of the balls put in play were ground balls, and that sinker produced a ground ball 100% of the time when it was put in play. So, you hate to always oversimplify things for guys because it's more than just one specific thing. But if you wanted to look at one thing, the biggest piece of that pie for Ariel Jurado of what's going well when he's thriving and what's not going well when he's struggling, his ability to get ground balls. He doesn't have many weapons. All right, Ariel Jurado is not a top of the rotation pitcher who can pull out a few different weapons if one of his weapons isn't working that day. Like Mike Minor, for instance. His slider really hasn't been that good his last 2 starts, yet he's tossed 15 scoreless innings because he's got multiple weapons. Ariel Jurado really doesn't. And most guys who are back end of the rotation pitchers, 4, 5s, and maybe 6s, have one weapon. And Ariel Jurado has one weapon. It can be a really effective weapon when it's on, and that's that two-seam sinking fastball. Will be interesting to see if he has it working tonight in Toronto. All right.